So it's Clare by 1 point at the start of this second half, and Limerick now playing with the aid of the wind. And straight away Clare trying to get in the first attack, broken up by Anthony Carmody. Up towards Pat Heffernan. Huge leap in the air, goes on to Terence Kenny. Well, he didn't score in the first half, but he's got the first point inside 15 seconds of the second. So the sides on level terms. Well, that's ominous for the Clare supporters and Clare team here in this Mackey stand on the near side of the ground. Davy Fitzgerald's puck out. Davy was a son of the Clare County Board Secretary, Pat Fitzgerald. John O'Connell had some good moments in the first half. Cross towards Michael McNamara's wing, tussling over there with Mike Houlihan. Blocked down by Tommy Guilfoyle, runs on here, however, to Billy Kennedy. Trying to get it on his right-hand side, succeeded. That's O'Connell, supported over there by John Russell. Pat O'Rourke. O'Rourke once more, came more and more into that first half, supported now by John Russell here in the second half. The foul by Mike Galligan. John O'Connell really lashed that one in towards Val Donnellan. It broke into Val Donnellan and it's gone up over the bar. A moment of aberration by Joe O'Connor. O'Connor is back there protesting. Donnellan's second point. And so Clare go back in front again.
It was a very good feed by John O'Connell. Joe O'Connor, the full back, commits himself to the high ball. Goes out the media but leaves it after him. And Val Donnellan reacted very quickly. And he was unlucky, it could have gone anywhere. It just flew over the bar.
It's on to Kieran Carey, who impressed in the last 15 minutes of the first half. Tapped outside to Anthony Carmody, who's got some work to do. Bad ball from Carey, really. That favoured Pat O'Rourke. Billy Kennedy again now. Anthony Carmody thought about a pass and then fouled the ball.
I think at this stage Limerick should be driving the ball long down the field with the breeze behind him. Kieran Carey over-elaborated on that occasion, intercepted by Clare. And again Billy Kennedy coming out of defence, hand passed it out to
man of the centre there.
Yeah, and overdoing the play really, and they should be driving the ball with the wind behind him into the Clare defence.
We noticed there at the end of that first half, Len Gaynor seemed the happier of the two coaches coming in with his charges, Jimmy.
Well, they're a young team, they're hurling very, very well. They're taking their chances, and in fairness on their seem to have great spirit, and nobody can fault them on that.
This is Tommy Guilfoyle, one of the senior performers. Mike Houlihan there holding it up, supported now by Pa Carey. Pa, who burst on the scene at senior level in 1987. That was the year of the many replays. So it's going to be Mike Galligan who will take this sideline cut. Dropped in superbly. Oh, and it's put over the bar. Brilliantly executed. So now he's got 4 points in all in this match. So against the wind, Davy Fitzgerald. Picked up here by Cyril Lyons. Needing a bit of support. Still Lyons being closed down repeatedly, and it's finally Pa Carey gets away only as far as the other midfielder for Clare, James Shanahan, shoveled outside to Tommy Guilfoyle from a tricky angle. Tommy restores Clare's advantage. That's 3 points now for Tommy Guilfoyle in this match. Point set up by the two midfielders. So Gary Kirby with 3 points from the first half. The taker of this free, about 60 metres out. Plenty of encouragement from youthful supporters here in Limerick. It's tailed in. Sides on level terms again, 13 points apiece. And the big roar now is because Ger Hegarty is being brought in by Limerick. Big Ger Hegarty, who hasn't done very much training in the last couple of weeks because of an ankle injury. Well, they were telling me before this match that he could come in, he could do a job, but they hoped they wouldn't have to bring him in. Anthony Carmody, as the player has been replaced, so it's a midfielder for a midfielder. Carey had a quick look up to see who was available to take a pass. Ger Hegarty was one of them. Outside him again was Mike Houlihan, but it's Hegarty on a solo run forward, pursued by Tommy Guilfoyle. Tommy Guilfoyle hooks, looks for support, gets it from John O'Connell. Into the breach quickly, however, was Mike Galligan. Clare under some pressure with Anthony Daly back there, trying to round the corner forward being Pat Heffernan. Ger Hegarty going up there, catching it well with the left hand, trying to drill it forward. It's blocked out, however, by Pat O'Rourke, a sideline ball for Limerick. And a really good, close, competitive tie. The hurling may not be overly stylish at times, but there's no doubting the competitive nature of the game. Good save by Davy Fitzgerald. Disappointed to lose a minor All-Ireland final 2 years ago against Offaly. Out here as far as Mike Daffy. Hit forward towards Tommy Guilfoyle against Carey. Carey does brilliantly well to get in a very good interception. Support coming over from Mike Houlihan, but it's not quite good enough on this occasion because Pat O'Rourke has come forward to augment the defence, and it's Tommy Quaid, watched it well. Brilliant goalkeeping. The kind of pass through the centre that nobody particularly likes to have to go and claim. That was very decisive goalkeeping by Quaid. At the other end, it's Pat Heffernan. Can he turn that save now into a score at the other end? Hurley denied him with a good little flick forward by John O'Connell. Recovered by Heffernan, stolen again. And in the end, it's a 65. Mike Houlihan towards Terence Kenny, doesn't reach him, reaches John O'Connell instead, who's now settling down to play a very fine match indeed. Ger Hegarty, he can be influential yet, and as we say it, he's hit it to the left. It can't have been too far wide. There were those in the crowd, I think, complaining that it might have gone over, but the umpire had a good view of it. They haven't looked overly sharp, I must say. Mike Reale. Still plenty of time left. In towards Terence Kenny. Can he hold it up here? And that was whipped in there by Mike Galligan. Taken in the end by Anthony Daly of Clare. The cornerback down towards Mike Guilfoyle. It ends up being a sideline ball for Limerick.
Clare defending very well. Anthony Daly in particular is getting some telling clearances, and they're hanging in there well, but Limerick need to get that ball to the inside forward line.
And it goes, and pursuing it in there was Pat Heffernan. Good clearance under pressure by John Russell. Only out as far as Gary Kirby. Snappy little shot by Gary Kirby over the crossbar. 5 points his contribution. Limerick in front. Quarter of an hour gone in the second half. Towards Lyons, closed down by Ger Hegarty. Battling his heart out. Reale, not Reale, it's the other defender there. Billy Kennedy who picks it up. Kieran Carey. A little bit of space to manoeuvre, and it's John O'Connell who makes the interception. An all-star replacement this year. Now Mike Daffy. Closed down by the sheer persistence of the Limerick backs, and Brian Finn in particular. Mike Guilfoyle being pointed out there by the linesman as the player who has touched the ball last. John O'Connell, he really is impressing in the second half. If he can start to get those clearances into the half forwards. Declan Nash towards Terence Kenny. Got an exaggerated leap, and in the end he failed to hold on to it, but there's a gap. Gary Kirby's there, and he's drilled it over the crossbar, and it's Limerick now with a 2-point lead. Kirby's got the last couple of scores.
He's very, very accurate there. Not giving half a chance anywhere inside a goal. He doesn't miss too many chances. Terence Kenny fumbled the ball, but in fairness, with a cover when he gave him a very good pass.
Ger Hegarty certainly seems to have turned this game in Limerick's favour at a critical time in the match. That's left behind there, and it's Johnny Lee who's in some trouble, needing a bit of assistance. A real pile-up, and meanwhile the referee has whistled up the play, and he's taking the name of Fergus Tuohy. They play away at the other end, but it won't matter. The referee's whistle had gone. We've had the first name-taking of the match, that of Fergus Tuohy from Clare Castle. Well, that's the triumvirate there, looking after Clare's fortunes. Len Gaynor for the Willie Walsh, and Tony Kelly. Now they can only watch as Gary Kirby lines up this latest free, and unerringly he puts it over. He's got 7 points in all, the last 3 indeed in this match. We were praising the performance of John O'Connell, but he's been leaving Kirby go a little bit loose.
That's the thing, Jerry. A lot of the half-back are clearing the ball, but they're leaving the half-forwards very, very loose. The result that Limerick have now stretched into a 3-point lead, and playing with a strong breeze behind them, they're looking good.
Half cut out, followed up by Mike Galligan. Well, this is a critical time in the match for Clare, likewise for Limerick, because they've begun to assert themselves, and they've really dominated the exchanges now in the last 10 minutes. Galligan with his 5th point of the game, and all of a sudden there's 4 points between the teams. No goals in the match so far. That's hit forward there by Fergus Tuohy. Has now been brought into the middle of the field by Clare, who've got a player down injured, and Gary Kirby is about to have his name taken for a wild pull. So 2 players with their names taken in the game. Just over a quarter of an hour remaining. Lyons, his side needing a score badly to keep in touch. Well directed, Tommy Quaid, another very fine save. It may look routine, it's certainly expertly done. Daffy trying to apply pressure there on Declan Nash. Runs on eventually to Mike Reale. Supported there by Billy Kennedy. Kieran Carey to take that one well out of the danger area. The pass up towards Pat Heffernan against Anthony Daly. The cross brilliantly taken by Galligan. Oh, that's a hard-won point. This is much more like it now from Limerick. A pale shadow of the real selves in the first half. Credit that to Clare.
Again, a lovely score by Limerick. They're really hurling well at the moment, and this is the kind of display you'd have expected from them today.
Throw a ball on the far side. Fergus Tuohy, the Clare man involved. Billy Kennedy's left it behind. Tommy Guilfoyle coming in to lend assistance, taking out of the little group of players. And it may be 16 minutes since Clare have last scored, but Tommy Guilfoyle has contributed a 4th point of the match, and so they stay very much in the frame still. Towards Ger Heffernan, or Ger Hegarty rather, brilliantly caught. In towards Terence Kenny. Again he fumbles it, has difficulty taking it up on his stick. Hasn't been a good day for Terence Kenny really. That's John Russell. Daffy, the intended player. Instead it's neatly picked up by Declan Nash. Hooped, and Tommy Guilfoyle has sent it down towards Val Donnellan, beaten for it however. Comes back out here to Pat Minogue. Minogue from last year's minors has conceded that one to Mike Houlihan. Collected by Shane Fitzgibbon. Can he get his first point of the match? To Gary Kirby. Oh, he popped a high one to the face. Gary Kirby, the injured player. And the referee is taking the notebook out. And it seems to be Cyril Lyons who's going to have his name taken for the Willie Walsh and Len Gaynor, meanwhile considering a few options. Limerick only conceding 4s against 13 frees conceded by Clare, and Gary Kirby exacts the maximum. Five points between the teams, 19 against 14. Nicely caught again here by Declan Nash. He's proved themselves one of the stars of this match. Kieran Carey racing forward, looking for his first point of the second half. Hooked splendidly by John Chaplin. Recovers, however. He's got support from Gary Kirby. Well, that's a star-studded performance by Gary Kirby in the second half. He's contributed 9 points in all.
Jerry really is a star of the show in the second half. He's got some tremendous points. He takes up very good positions, always makes himself available for a forward who's in trouble, and he's deadly accurate, and he's had an excellent performance today.
Frankie Carroll is the player who's ready to come in as Limerick's second substitution. Mike Guilfoyle running through the centre to Daffy. Hitting it low, and Tommy Quaid's beaten. It's a goal! A goal by Daffy! It's come with 8.5 minutes to go. Oh, what a late finish we're going to have now to this one.
It's a very good goal.